Good evening. A common stereotype of Asian Americans is that we are all doctors, lawyers, or engineers. And in the case of my people, accountants and nurses. For James Ryu, the recipient of tonight's third award, it's most definitely a misperception. Humbly describing himself as a struggling businessman, James Ryu is the publisher of KoreAm and Audrey magazines, the most widely circulated, independent English language publications focused on Korean Americans and Asian Americans. He shared that publishing was not his expected career path, but like his fellow honorees tonight, he too saw a need. For him, it was to give Korean Americans their own voice to issues facing diverse communities, and so KoreAm Journal was launched in 1990 in partnership with his father, Jung Ryu. A 1.5 generation American, James immigrated from Korea with his family at age 12, and like his magazines, has a foot in both cultures. As a result, he understands challenges and perseverance, all of which I'm sure he draws on frequently to run a business during a difficult time in a rapidly changing industry where so many other English language publications serving the Asian American community have gone out of business or gone completely online. His determination and commitment to sharing the often untold stories of Korean and Asian Americans was most apparent in 2008 when KoreAm was faced with the possibility of closing down. Through creative solutions and a Save KoreAm Journal community support campaign, he has continued to keep the award-winning publication circulating and is planning to build a viable Asian American publishing house. Ladies and gentlemen, LEAP is proud to present this year's Leadership Award to Mr. James Ryu.
I want to thank Jennifer for that wonderful introduction. Thank you. Although I must first note that I shouldn't be up here alone. My staff always likes to remind me that every day I am nothing without them. How true. Unfortunately, they are still working back at the office and cannot be here. But I also want to recognize my wife, Judge Tammy Chung-Roo, for always being there for me and continue to support KoreAm and Audrey, the two magazines I founded. She is here and deserves a round of applause. Can you stand up, Tammy? It is truly an honor to be recognized by LEAP. So on behalf of KoreAm Journal and Audrey Magazine, I would like to thank LEAP for giving us this year's Leadership Award. This award means so much to us, not only because it is great to be recognized, but because it validates the hard work that we put in month after month in publishing stories about the people and the issues of Korean American and Asian American communities. 23 years ago, when I started KoreAm, I wanted to be a place where the 1.5 second, third generation community could have a voice. The mainstream news didn't cover our stories, and so I thought I could find a way to change that. Of course, advertisers were not always so easy to convince. But those of you who knew me from the very beginning have seen this publication evolve from a community paper in newsprint, tabloid format, to a full-color, glossy national magazine. Our growth has taken us to a higher level of journalism, where we are able to cover in-depth issues that affect Asian Americans and can hopefully impact our readers. When I scanned the covers of over 276 issues recently, see all the topics we've managed to write about: the Los Angeles riots, healthcare reform as it impacts Asian Americans, the disturbing reality of sex trafficking, immigration reform, I am truly proud. An English language publication for Asian Americans is still not a great sell to advertisers. Unfortunately, that's why we have seen so many Asian American publications have come and go. I'd like to acknowledge the work of our predecessors like Rice Magazine, Filipinos, Trans-Pacific, Yoke Magazine, Giant Robot, and A Magazine. They are not in print anymore, but the fact that they were around has only forced people to recognize the presence of Asian Americans and to see that our stories are part of the greater American narrative and that our experiences help define the American experience. I must confess that over these past 23 years in publishing business, I too have contemplated folding both magazines, especially in recent years, as our industry has taken quite a bit hit. You have no idea how many people have told me that what we are doing makes no sense financially, that have no business keeping these magazines alive. But as tempting as it would be to let go of the monthly pressures of making payroll and finding new ways to attract revenue, I find myself unable to give up on our mission. I continue to persevere because I know deep inside how important these two publications are to our readers and to our community. As far as Asian Americans have come in every industry imaginable, I believe we still need alternative space to tell our stories on our own terms. It is also because of support from community members like you that are here that KoreAm and Audrey magazine have to continue. The Asian American community deserves to have a voice. KoreAm Journal and Audrey magazine have provided that for past 23 and 10 years, respectively. I hope and pray that we will continue to be around and continue making impact. God bless you all, and thank Leap once again for this award.